Okay, so we have built the lobby, the information floor, and now we're going to build the lecture hall. And how it looks like is we have the lobby, we have the information floor, and now we need the lecture hall. So in terms of the lecture hall, what we need to understand is the following. We have two stages because we want to have the following schedule. We have basically one type of schedule here, and that is going to happen on stage 1. You'll have welcome and everybody is going to be there. Then you have parallel session 1 and 2 that are going to be split up, so people can split and go to stage 2 if they want to. You know, let's just put it like this. So stage 2 will have parallel session 2. And then everybody's going to be back at stage 1 for the goodbye. Basically, we could say that stage 2 is really only needed for these parallel sessions. And then everybody is going to go back to stage 1. This is what we're going to build. So let's kick this off. I'm going back to the space. I'm adding a floor and I'm calling this floor lecture hall. And now I want to have a stage here. I'll have stage 1. And actually, let's give this a little microphone. Sorry about that. There you go. And I will have stage 2. Perfect. Now, how are we going to communicate to the people what's happening? And again, we have, this is the main stage and parallel session 1, and this is the side stage, so to speak. So let's just write it as it is. We will put this into the subtitle and say main stage plus parallel session 1. And then here we will write in the subtitle side stage plus parallel session 2. And let's just have a look at it. Let's have a look at how it looks. And this is without the video elements yet. This is just description. So you have stage 1, parallel session 1, stage 2, parallel session 2. Perfect. Now what would really help, in addition to that, is a little schedule in the detail sections here. So of course you have the main schedule here, where everything is written down. But what really helps is to have a mini schedule right beneath the stage. So what do I mean by that? I mean the details section, where you could basically say at 14 o'clock speaker 1, or actually this is going to be the welcome, and then 14:30 speaker 1, and then 15 o'clock, and let's put this like this, speaker 2. And then 16, we will have not last words, that's the wrong way of saying it, just a goodbye, or however it's called. And let's just copy all of this. And here we don't have the welcome on stage 2, but we do have speaker 1, stage 2, and speaker 2, stage 2. And we don't have the goodbye. We just have these two things. All right, let's click save and see what we've built. And this is basically just how to communicate to people what's happening. So if you go to lecture hall, you will see, oh, okay, stage 1 at 2 p.m. There's a welcome session, speaker 1, speaker 2, and here's speaker 1, speaker 2, and these are different speakers, obviously. And then goodbye, everybody's here, back here. So this is a good way to communicate it. Now let's put in the element for everybody to join the stage. And I'm going to use our video call element here and choose the listing extra large. So 200 people can join this element. Within the next couple of days, we will increase the capacity to 1,000 people. So there will be even 1,000 people able to join the stage. And this is the easiest way to manage a stage. Let's hit save. You can also do it via a Zoom call directly, and you just need a Zoom license that's big enough to do that. And the other variation is you can also do it via live stream. And there you don't need a very big Zoom license to do that. You just need one that's big enough to hold the hosts in there. And I will link to the tutorial on how to do this or that below this video. But for now, I'm just choosing the simplest element, the video call element. And let's copy this one and drag it over here for stage 2. And that's it. We have stage 1 and we have stage 2. Let's just have a final look. Perfect. That's it. That's all you need. And people can now join. Now, you have to know if you are choosing to manage the stage with our video call element, you need to make people who are speaking here into hosts. So if you go into attendees and you have already registrations here, you can make them into hosts here, or you go to access restriction, and here I have invited basically Eric attendee and Mark, and I have given them the host role. So only hosts can speak on those broadcast stages. And I will also put a link below this video to our attendee management guide. There everything is explained, like what can different roles do, what can a host do, what can an attendee do. Well, one of the things that only a host can do is be a speaker at one of these broadcast stages. So I can now turn on my video and unmute myself, and you will see me here. But if I was just a regular attendee, I would have only the chat to communicate. All right. Now what's left here? What could we do to make this even better? Well, let's create a test room where only speakers can join. Easy enough. We just go back to the space and add a new room inside of the lecture hall and call it green room, only for speakers. That's it. We have a green room right here. That's only for speakers. And now let's add a video call. Let's choose the listing large and put the max capacity, and this is the trick, to 0. Why 0? Because if the max capacity is 0, we do not count hosts inside of the max capacity, which means that if you put in 0, only hosts will be able to join this element. And since you have to make speakers into hosts anyways, this is very comfortable because only they will be able to join the green room. And as usual, I like to give these things some emojis, and that's it. Now, the last thing we could do, actually, let's just have a look at it before I go to the last point. Oh, sorry about that. Somebody's trying to reach me. So you go to the lecture hall, and what we've built now is stage 1, perfect, stage 2, perfect, and green room, only for speakers, and only speakers will be able to join. Now what's missing here is the schedule. Maybe we want to add exactly the same schedule beneath the stages. And we can do that very easily. We just copy this entire room here and drag it over here below the stages. Click on publish and you're done. You have the same schedule from here put into here. And a final look, and then we're done with the stages. So there you go. You have stage 1, you have stage 2, you have the schedule, and you have the green room. And that's it for the lecture halls. And the next topic is going to be how to create a Meet the Speaker floor.